Hi everyone! Today I have a scrapbook layout to share, and this is a 2-page spread. They are both 8.5 by 11 sheets, and I've been doing that recently. I've liked it a lot more than the 12 by 12. So this is the first page, and this is the second one. And this is a scrapbook layout of a fire safety event that went on during my student teaching internship, and it was actually a really fun day. You know, the firefighters came in, they brought their fire trucks, and the kids were able to sit in the fire truck and learn more about fire safety. And I took a bunch of pictures that day, so I decided to just scrapbook 2 of them. So this is one of them. I did cover up their faces just for privacy reasons, so I covered that up, but this is one of the pictures. And then here's the other one. This is where we took a picture in front of the fire truck, and you can really only see my face there, and that's me back there. So I covered them up, but those were my 2 favorite pictures, and I didn't want to fill a book with just that. So here I put fire safety event, and that I used some of my thickers, and these are the thickers I used. You can see they're a mess, but these are the doll thickers, and I think they're called doll, and these are chipboard. So I used those. I put some Zig 2-way glue on the back because these chipboard thickers don't stick down very well, but with a little bit of Zig 2-way they stick down fine, so I used that. I also used the what are these, poolside thickers, and these are foam thickers, so they stick down perfectly. And they just have a little bit of glitter, and I used those to put the date, and I put the date on this one pretty large because it actually landed on my birthday, which was kind of fun. So there I put the date, and then for the background, this brown paper, this striped brown paper, I just had it in my stash. It was a really thin paper that I had, so I did adhere it down to some thicker white cardstock. For this paper here, I used this from my stash, and this is a mistable paper. It's the Pink Paisley Artisan Papers, and they're called Customized with Color, and they are resistible papers. So I used some of this like herringbone pattern, and I sprayed it with some of my, what are they called? Some of my sprays, tumble dye, that's what they're called. Some of my tumble dye sprays. So I just used that there. And then these little circles, which I love to use, I used these and these. And these are from the Dollar Tree. And they're just the little glittery circle stickers from the Dollar Tree. So I used some of those. I used them on this side, and I also use them on this side. And I just put some red ones, some orange ones, then some yellow ones, just to mimic like fire. I also use some little rhinestones from my stash. These right here, just in red. I used some firefighter stickers, so it was actually good that I have pretty much a sticker of everything. So I had these stickers in my stash. This is from Sticko. So I used some from here, and I also used some from this, which this I got many years ago at the Dollar Tree, and I hadn't used it, or I had used a few of them but not many. So I used a bunch of them on here, and you can see them here. So here's one of the fire trucks, the fire hydrant, and then you can see the rest of them there, the crowbar and the fire extinguisher and the axe and that sort of thing. Here's the little firefighters. Over here I put some more things, another firefighter. Here's a little fire helmet, and some more over here. So I used a bunch of those, because it's not too often that I'll be able to use those stickers. And then there's another firefighter. So I just used a ton of those. Then here up at the top, I used some of my glittery tape from the Dollar Tree. This one, this red lacy tape. And I put that on both of the pages. I used, for this wood plank paper, for some reason I wanted to use wood paper, so I used this one, and this is the My Mind's Eye Necessities, and this is a great paper pad because it has all types of different wood patterns. So I used 2 from there, so it has lots of different wood patterns. And those are the 2 I used behind the pictures. And the last thing I used was this Lawn Fawn stamp, and this is called Love You S'more, and I used the flames. So I used all 3 flames down here, and I stamped them here at the bottom. And then I colored them in with my Prismacolor pencils, and which are great because they actually stand out really nicely on the dark paper. So I used those, and I also used some stickles to make them glittery. So that's how I made that down here. And then I'll just do my journaling in the back. I've already glued down, let me see if I can cover it. I've already adhered back here their names in order. So I did that back here, and then I'll just write everything that happened that day in the back. So I just left that to write in the back. So there is my 2-page spread scrapbook layout. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed. Bye!